Family members are mourning this local mother of two killed when her SUV slid into a lake at Hanna Park. Action News Jax told you this weekend when Kathy Paredes was trapped. Action News Jax is now investigating safety concerns at the park. Now, to get you caught up on the investigation into the mother's death, here is a breakdown of what happened. Saturday, witnesses say that Paredes was at the splash pad section of Hanna Park before driving down a narrow path. She was able to call her husband when her SUV went into the water. A JSO officer pulled her 5-year-old daughter from a pocket of air. The rest of the car was full of water, and the mother did not make it. So let's take a closer look at how narrow the path is that the woman was driving on. We have a Google Earth satellite view of Hanna Park. Okay, we're trying to work that for you, but she was driving down a very narrow path with just a few turnaround areas that she could not navigate, and the stretch of dirt road there where her SUV slid into the water. Action News Jax Ben Becker is live there at Hanna Park. Ben, Action News Jax law and safety expert Dale Carson says he believes the city is responsible.
John, that's what he's saying in his estimation. Now, just to give you an idea where we are, behind me is that splash pad you were talking about in that play area here at Hanna Park. Now, over here to my right is that road to nowhere where the victim drove down on Saturday. As you can see, there's not a sign to be seen in this area. She went up this road and into the water eventually when she was trying to turn around. Now, the problem is this. If you come over here to my right, here is another road, another narrow dirt road. But over here, check this out. Here's a sign. And the sign says here, no vehicles beyond this point. And these 5 words could have saved a mother's life. This is a picture of 35-year-old Kathy Paredes taken just a few hours prior to her tragic death on Saturday.
I think the city's hugely responsible for it.
I sat down with Action News Jax law and safety expert Dale Carson. JSO says Paredes was trying to make a 3-point turn on a narrow dirt road at Hanna Park when her SUV slid off and flipped over into a lake. She called her husband, who called 911. Officers were able to rescue her 5-year-old daughter in the vehicle, but Paredes didn't make it.
When you advertise and promote a recreational area, necessarily it needs to be safe.
Action News Jax drove around the park using a GoPro. You can see several open areas without signs or barriers where a car could drive into the water. A City of Jacksonville spokesperson sent Action News Jax a statement that reads in part, quote, "The city will review this area and other areas at Hanna Park for potential safety improvements that also preserve the natural beauty of the park." Victoria Williams was visiting Hanna Park today for the very first time.
To prevent something like that, it's definitely worth looking into getting barriers.
Meantime, today I went to Kathy's Bakery Cafe that her parents had named after her. It had this sign on the front door in Spanish and in English saying, "The Paredes family is in mourning, especially Barbara and Jorge. Their daughter Kathy just passed away. Keep them in your prayers." Kathy is survived by 2 children and a husband. Ahead at 6, I reached out again to the city of Jacksonville for more comments about what happened out here, and I'm going to tell you why they're not answering some of my questions and what it could mean for you being safe here at Hanna Park. Reporting live, Ben Becker, CBS 47, Action News Jax.
And every year, there are between 1,200 and 1,500 crashes involving submerged vehicles in the U.S. Florida leads that number with at least 57 deaths every year. That is according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Action News Jax has team coverage now with Action News Jax Paige Kelton live in our studios.
Yeah, she's outside, and you're going to show us a tool safety that experts say you need to use if your car floods and where you can keep it in your car.
Yeah, John, safety experts say this little tool can help you get out of a submerged car, but where you put it in your car is important, and that's what I want to show you. So I'm using my own car. First of all, this device can do 2 things. That's a razor. You could use it to cut your safety belt if it gets hung up on something. And it's spring-loaded with a CO2 cartridge, so you can fire it against the glass, and you can break the glass and get out that way. So where do you put it? This one allows you to put it on your keychain, but what happens if you have a keyless car like I do? That's where this comes in. This is gaffer tape. I like to use it because it rips easily and it comes away easily, but masking tape will work easily too. You need to put this somewhere where you can reach it fast in an emergency. For me, that is right here underneath the steering wheel. It's secured. That won't come loose unless I grab it. I can grab it fast, and then I have it to use in case I need it. I do want to make it clear, though, that this won't work in every single case. If it's dark, if you're injured, if the car flips upside down, all these things can impact the outcome. But what we did want to do today is give you some information, one tool to help you be a little better prepared. Paige Kelton, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Count on Action News Jax to continue covering this story on air and online. Download the Action News Jax mobile app to stay on top of any new developments.